is that he kept blowing his trading accounts up until April of 2025.
6 accounts. I had to make myself realize that's the real money I'm losing.
Shit, 6 accounts, 20,000 Canadian. And what was your last account that you started growing?
That was actually 2323 because that's my favorite number, so that's where I started from.
2323 Canadian, and that's roughly about like 1,500 US dollars.
That's it.
What's the total profit?
It's 84,322.
84,322 from 2323.
Yes,
Bro,
sir.
how the
Tough.
fuck?
It was tough. It was very tough. Like, I had to reach out to a few friends of mine to ask for money because I've tried everything. I've tried crypto, Forex. I've tried my best to lose money everywhere possible. The worst thing that can happen to a gambler is that he wins. It hits me so hard till now.
You journaling your trades helped you out.
For 110%. That's what told me you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. I was like, I want to get in. I don't want to lose a trade.
If you already knew it, you would be rich. And I was depressed.
I know there's one thing I would say. You can either rule the jungle or be in the zoo. The choice is yours.
What is going on, everybody? So today we have Mr. Mahir. He joined my mentorship in October 2024, and he said he kept blowing his trading accounts up until April of 2025. Now this month is August. Up until April, he blew his trading accounts. That means for first 6 months, like it was some funded accounts.
Literally, that's about it.
How many accounts did you blow, bro?
6 accounts. I had to make myself realize that's the real money I'm losing. I need to calm down.
Shit, 6 accounts. So when you talk about money, it's 6 accounts. How much money is that?
They were between 3K to 5K.
20,000 Canadian. I love this. And what was your last account that you started growing? How much was your last account at?
That was actually 2323 because that's my favorite number, so that's where I started from.
2,300 Canadian.
Yes, $2,300 and 2323. That's how it started.
2323 Canadian, and that's roughly about like 1,500 US dollars.
That's about it. That's it.
What's the total profit?
It's 84,322.
84,322 from 2323.
Yes, sir. That's
Bro,
about it.
how the fuck? I got so many questions because I know for a fact so many people gonna ask you questions. I'm gonna just save everybody time and save your time. So I'm gonna keep asking these questions. Tell me, when did you even got started in trading?
I started a long time ago, so it was, I don't even know. I've tried everything. I've tried crypto, I have tried Forex.
So you've been around the block, hey? You've been around the block for a minute.
I've tried myself. I've tried my best to lose money everywhere possible. Everywhere possible. I've been everywhere in the market, tried to learn everything at once. That was my problem though. But then I found you. It was in late September. That's when I was scrolling through Instagram. That's how I found you. And I reached out. I was being skeptical at one point. You can see through my text.
Yes.
Why is this guy asking some dumb questions? And I was just making sure, that's all, because I had the last bunch of money that I could have used to get something useful, and that's where I took a bet on myself because you were pushing me too hard. Like, take a bet on yourself, try it.
Because I was like, bro, I'm gonna change your life. I'll take a bet on you. Take a bet on yourself. I'll stand by your side.
Yeah, that's it. And that's where things changed. And after that, I did. I got overconfident when I learned everything. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing this right. I've been doing this right. I just didn't know the basics. Now I know the basics. I can conquer it all. And yeah, I kept getting smashed. Every single time I had to find the support level.
Oh my god. No, okay. I don't want to laugh, but bro, you know what? Hey, I told you one day we're gonna look back at this stuff and we're gonna laugh together. And that's what pretty much happened.
Absolutely.
So you found out about me in September 2024. You joined in October 2024.
Yes.
And you joined. What was your first expectations of like the options market or starting with KCU or my mentorship? Were you like, fuck, I'm gonna be rich in 6 months? What were your first instant things?
It's funny you ask me that because I've always been a victim of get quick rich schemes throughout my life. I've always been a victim of that, and Even with this, before I was starting, I was like, oh, I'm gonna learn this, I'm gonna learn that, and I'm gonna start implementing. Everything's gonna look like a nice rocket science. Everything is gonna work out for me like it's meant to be. And I got overconfident. I learned the base, I had the foundation, it's just that gambler mentality that kicked in. Like I said, I got smacked multiple times.
I want to know a little bit because I'm pretty sure there's some other people who are sitting in this in the same spot that you were sitting in for 6 months. So
Yes,
you did the modules, you did everything that
yes.
you were meant to do, or did you not do everything, or you told yourself that you're doing everything, but in reality you were like, yeah, this is not as important.
No, I took my sweet ass time to get shit done. It took almost 6 months. I'm not even sure. It almost took 6 months before I was reevaluated. That's when I completed my modules. I'm still going through ongoing education.
And within the first 6 months, you lost all the money while you haven't finished the module, and you still try to trade, and that's where the
No, I
overconfidence
had
is.
finished a long time ago, but I don't know how the algorithm set up with me. So every time I do a module, it was one day late. So for example, today was a Monday and we traded and we took a loss. Not we, but it was usually me, not you. So we, I took a loss, and then I'm like, okay, it is what it is. We accept the loss, we move ahead. And at the night time, when I go through the modules, it's the same freaking episode that clears how I should have not lost. So I've always gone like one day before. It
So
has
that was
always
super annoying, eh?
It was very annoying. I'm like, oh, why did it not come one day before? Why did it? And that's when I decided I need to go through everything top to bottom first. And that's when I started saving money in the meantime. And then I funded my account with my last 23. And I'm just superstitious with numbers. So
Nah, it's
that's
so
how it
good,
all
bro. Here you go. It
started.
worked out all right. Tell me this one thing: when you were losing money in the 6 months, what changed then to what happened? Like, what was the thing that changed to now you making money, and then because it's the same candlesticks, the same system, or was there part of something that you were not doing something 100%?
Yes, I knew everything. I was doing everything right, but that thing where you can't accept the loss after 7 days of winning streak, you get one red day, and you are like, as you have already mentioned in many of your videos, and I've done that. I'm guilty of that because I'm like, okay, I if eighth day is gonna be red, ego is like coming in between, and I try to do revenge trade, I try to oversize all that stuff. It started getting into my bad habits and eventually led to what it shouldn't have been. And that's how I kept blowing accounts. Otherwise, I'm gonna be very, very realistic with you. It was my second month, I believe, December. That's when the market was too choppy. It was very bad that time, and that's when I started. And I'm like, wow, this is tough market. I don't know how I'm gonna survive in this. But luckily, there was a swing trade I took, and that messed me up. That was the one thing, as you say. That's why I take that sentence when you told the worst thing that can happen to a gambler is that he wins.
Right.
It hits me so hard till now. I made money, and that implemented a bad habit in me. And I'm like, okay, if this can happen, I can be a winner in all situations.
So every time you're losing money on the day just before closing the shop, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna jump in a swing
Exactly.
trade. I'm gonna hope pray to
Exactly.
God.
That's it, exactly. And I kept taking swing trades. And yeah, like I said, till April I got smacked again and again,
So you were
again and
in
again.
a way you were not actually following the KCU and you're fucking getting smacked around. But what
Yeah,
towards the end you're like, you know what? This is the last money that I have. I'm gonna take it hundred
let's
percent
get
serious.
serious.
Yeah.
Let's get serious.
But
That's
were
it.
you journaling the whole time and when you were losing money in
Yes,
this every single day?
yes,
Do
absolutely,
you think
yes.
you journaling your trades helped you out understanding more about you and what you shouldn't be doing and what you should be doing?
110%, man. That's what told me you shouldn't be doing what you're doing.
Right.
Because you know how it gives the TradeZilla insights on the top right?
Uh-huh.
It kept telling me you are trading unusual sizes, you are trading unusual position, you are doing this, you are doing that, and I just kept ignoring that. because I thought I was a winner all the time, right?
Because it's one of the things, bro. That when I was losing money for first 14 months, I lost money, bro. I lost so much money, and there was one thing that somebody told me, um, because he was telling me something, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I already know." And he said to me,
Right.
and he looked at me very serious. He's a little bit older dude. He's like, he was my accountant anyway. Was my accountant. He passed away. Anyway, he's like 78 years old, Greek dude. He looked at me and he's like, "If you already knew it, you would be rich."
That's it.
And that
That's right.
bro, he looked it through like in my soul, and I was like, "You're right, like you're so right." And I was
That's that
depressed for
moment.
two
Stop
weeks, bro.
talking to me.
Yeah, 2 weeks I was depressed. I'm like thinking about that whole thing. I'm like, if I already knew I'd be rich, but I'm not. You
That's
know
right.
what? Fuck this shit. So tell me, bro. Tell me one thing. You journaled everything, and when you had this last money left, you're like, did you feel like quitting in these first 6 months when things were not working? You're like, done, I'm done.
I don't even know how many times I felt like that. I don't even have a count of that.
So,
But
so in a
I've
way, you quit
always,
trading, but you came back a couple days later.
no, I never quit. I just didn't have money to fund. I never quit,
Right.
but I didn't have money to fund. So that's what, and I started getting FOMO because everybody was posting gains, but I didn't have money because I lost that money in a stupid market. As you say, don't lose your money in a stupid market, then you don't have it on a trendy day. And all that FOMO kept getting in. I started including all that in my brain dump. That's how everything went in a structure, and then I implemented. I'm like, okay, now I need to sit down. I need to structure everything. I can't keep on doing like same mistakes again and again because this is how I'm gonna lose money. It's like you
I
going
talk
on a
about all
poker
this.
table and put
Yeah,
money down, like
exactly.
go all in.
Yeah, this is like module 16 right there.
Yeah,
Because it's just essentially psychological things, but towards the end you start being, you know what, man, all right, I'm gonna take this
I am
serious.
sure. Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt, but I'm sorry. Everybody is gonna see. I'm gonna tell you guys, watch the module 16 before you start like trading. I know he says go to module 6 or module 12, but go to 16 because that's where the sauce is.
Right.
You get the psychology right, and that's when you can trade
But
right.
here's the thing, bro. The psychology doesn't. Here's the reason. Okay, the psychology, the trading psychology. Up until you start trading, you think it doesn't apply to you. Before started trading, you're like, I'm different. I don't need. Hey,
Right.
I'm different. I will not have a problem with stop losses. I'm different. But when you, that's why it's structured in a way where module 16, where people will start trading after module 6 or module 12. They get
Right.
smacked around a little bit. By the time they get to module 16, they're like, oh, this is what I needed. No, if I had this before, you would not have appreciated that.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's that one day thing. I'm telling you, every day I did that mistake. At that same night, when I go through that video, it says, don't do this mistake. I'm like, why did I not finish these videos first before doing this?
Bro, this is insane. Okay, I have a few more questions, right? So $84,322 you have taken. Have you taken the money out of your? So people say, oh, you can't grow a
Yes.
small account. So you took your $1,500 account US
Yes.
to this number.
Yes.
So clearly, people can grow their small trading account. What was your position size like initially when you first starting out? Like especially in May because you started in April. In May, you started this account.
Yes. In May, I started this account. Yes. So as you say, that 2020 rule, I kept implementing that. So my max drawdown limit was 500 bucks. CAD. I'm talking about CAD. My max was 500 CAD a day. So I kept my 2020 rule on that. I did not see the gains for a week. For a week, I did not see the gains. If it was a green day, if it was a red day, I did not see it. I kept doing the 2020 rule.
So you didn't even look at P&L for first 1 week.
I did not. I did not. No. There was no way because it was getting too emotional on me because I know I had lost a lot of money. So somehow it was in my brain, and that's how I kept the rule to 2020 strict.
So when you say your max drawdown is 500, you talking about position size 500
No,
or
overall
for the day?
for the day, overall for the day. If it goes below 1,000 USD, then I don't trade till I can fund 500 more.
So from your job, you'll make 500 and make that again.
Yes,
And did
that's
you had
right.
to do that
I did have to do it once,
in
but
first week
I
of May?
couldn't fund it. Yeah, we can actually come to it afterwards because it's actually a story on that because one of my friend helped me out on that part
Shit.
because I wasn't able to. Oh man, I've been through a roller coaster like that.
Now, your position size would be like 500-600 bucks. That was your
Yes,
position size on the.
maximum it was I believe it was a meta trade. I could only take one contract. I know you say don't take one contract, but it was so expensive and it was like a plus setup. So I was like, I want to take it. I know I can make money out of it. I want to take it. It was like ORB retest, 8 a.m. a retest. Everything was looking like it should have been. So I took that, and that was one of my trades that flipped my journey actually.
Okay, all you
If I
because
didn't do
Mark
it,
Cuban says this, bro. That all you need is to get rich once. You need one winner,
that's it.
and that leads you upward
That's it.
spiral.
Yeah, that's it. So that I remember exactly. There was 7.2 field price on that meta, which went to 21 something,
Fuck. How
21.2.
did you manage your
Just
runners?
one,
Hey, I have.
just
I'm
one.
gonna ask you so many questions. You know that, right?
No, I didn't have a runner. I had one fucking contract.
So, and you took profits at 21.
Yeah, that's where I was tested. That's where I was tested how much I can hold my trade. I had in my head that I can't go like below my drawdown limit, which is 500 bucks. I can't go below that. Anything else up, I like started trailing my stop loss. Okay, you know how we do it, how you have taught us, like we can stop when we see like half of the big green candle or something like that. And I kept doing it. It was crazy. It was a crazy, crazy trade. I was shivering after that trade. My wife helped me out. I remember that day exactly.
It changes everything, bro. I'm
It
so fucking
changes
glad.
everything because it gave me so much confidence, right? That's what was important about it. Like, it's not the money, it's the confidence. Once you get that, you can
Bro,
print from a $1,500 account. I did that. Anyone else can do that too.
100%. 100%. The day changed everything for you, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that day, not even the day, that hour changed everything for me because all this happened within an hour. That's it.
Fuck this,
That's it.
this, bro. This giving me chills because I remember my first trade that changed everything for me. And now looking
Crazy.
back, I
It's
remember
crazy.
exactly how I was feeling. I remember exactly how I felt that moment. I remember exactly how I walked out of my office that day. I remember
Exactly.
next day going to work and looking around and how I felt the whole day. Um,
Oh, I could see sunflowers around me. I was like hallucinating, man. I'm not even kidding.
no,
I'm like,
hundred
wow,
percent, bro. Because the game changes. You figure out that okay, you know what? I'm onto something here. But this 7.2 to 21. So you made about 1,400 bucks or something about
that's it. It's not even that crazy. But on a $15 account, it is definitely crazy. It
yeah,
is
hundred
way too
percent,
crazy.
100%, bro. What has been your biggest win in a day? How much money you maximum
Biggest win in a
made in a
day.
day?
I I shared it on the Gains channel as well. It was around 21K
21,000.
in a day, yes.
Fuck. Okay, we're gonna come back to that one. And biggest loss in a day.
But I'll be very honest with you. I'll be very honest with you today in front of all of you. That 21K did not feel like that 1,400
Hundred
did.
percent,
That
bro.
did not feel like it.
Yeah, hundred
I'll
percent.
be very honest.
Hey, the numbers start gonna start becoming small, bro. I'm glad because the mob now that 1,400 felt like oh my god. Now if you make 1,400, it's gonna be another day. And I promise you, a year from now, we're gonna talk again, and you make 1,400, you'll be like, man, I'm break even on the day. You
That's
see
it.
what I'm saying? Because now
Yeah,
me
that's
and my
right.
brother, we talk to each other and be like, my brother's like, hey, how was your day? I'm like, because it's Friday, because he doesn't trade Fridays, right? And after trading,
Yeah.
he calls me. He's like, hey, bro, how was your day? I'm like, was all right. He's like, how much you made? I'm like, 24K. He's like, what do you mean it's all right?
I know. I know it's what's all right. Oh, that's
It
decent, man.
feels different, but if I have to explain that to somebody who makes 50K in a year, that I'm feeling all right about 24K, he'll be like, bro, you're not grateful. But it's not about being grateful. It's about, I know I have more potential in me.
Exactly,
So it's
exactly.
about, anyway, bro, what was your biggest loss in a day?
Wow. That was, I think,
I'm
see,
talking like
since
now on this
now
account,
it was, yeah, it was 1600 or I think, yeah, 1600
1600
USD.
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 Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck. The risk to reward just the bell curve. How are you able to make so
that's
much
it.
on a winning day and lose so little on a losing day? Tell me about your the bell curve. How do you approach the day?
So right now I'm handling a 8K account.
8K.
That's what I'm using. 8K, yeah. I used to have it at 10K, but I don't know, that number didn't seem right to me. And I've always felt overconfident with that, so I decreased it
So
to
you keep
8K.
taking profits
That's
out. You keep paying yourself in a bank.
or I used to pay myself every day. There was one time, June, the month of June, I paid myself every day.
So what was the number that you kept in your trading account?
I kept it at 5K back then
So every time
in
you
June,
make every time if you make 500
every
back
time.
to 5K. But what happens if you lost 300? Did you put
I have
300
to
back?
fund it. Yes,
So
yes.
so it was
I
five.
kept it at one specific number.
Ah, fuck, I love this so much because this is what I do, bro. I'm
Yeah.
talking to me.
No, that's what I learned from you. That's what I learned from you. I learned this from the modules that keep, because people don't realize how psychological impact this has. The
Yes.
numbers, that has a lot of impact on you, because that's crazy how you see that same number every day and you know where to start, where to stop. You don't have to change anything. Just stick to one number.
And
That's it.
same bell
Make it
curve every
easy.
day, bro. It's
Yeah, that's
way
it.
less. Oh my god, I love this so much.
Why to overcomplicate it, right? That's it.
Yeah. No. Um. Oh, this is insane. This is insane, bro. Tell me one more thing. Um. Fuck. I'm thinking about my fucking times now, man. This is um. This is blowing my fucking mind.
Yeah,
You start with an 8K account every day,
right.
and you show up. What's your pre-market looking like?
So I don't know if you noticed, but I work night shift, right? So I go 10 o'clock to 6:30. So I reach home by 7:45. And that's when I come home, I take a shower and everything, just my pre-market routine. And I sit on my laptop at 8:45. So I get pretty late. So I don't trade 2-minute charts. I do not.
Right.
It's just one of those rare days when I come home early, or if I see A plus plus setup or something setting up on 2 minutes, that's only when I take it. Otherwise, I don't,
So you wait
because
till
I
10
start my
o'clock.
routine at 8:45.
Right.
That's when I start drawing my levels. Then I do my brain dump. Then I do my meditation, and then I start the day.
So for people who are gonna be like, oh, it's cliche, that's why I don't do it. I don't meditate because they should. They should do everything that I say in the
I
modules.
just do meditation is only good. Like people don't realize it. It makes you calm and composed. You can decide better. You can
Yes.
look better.
Yes.
That's all. You don't have to get into a God zone. It's not
Yes.
about
It's
that
just
part.
one
It's
minute.
about
If
just
you
getting
just close
calm.
your eyes for
That's it.
1 minute and focus on nothing, just the
That's it.
people. Here's the thing for anybody listening. You know what meditation is? Meditation is not thinking nothing. Meditation is the act of the moment your brain starts thinking something else, you have the ability to bring it back to again try to think nothing.
Exactly.
So more times you
Yeah.
bring it back thoughts back, you get control over your brain. People think oh, I can't meditate because my brain always have things. No, that's the goal.
That's right.
Over time it will be like I can meditate now 20 minutes in a way, and I'll be still be calm. Like it's not like
Oh, that's
before I couldn't
crazy.
do it. Now I can
Yeah.
meditate
If I
20
if I
minutes
if
straight.
I think about doing it for
It's
20
very
minutes,
long.
I'll be lost.
Yeah,
I'll
and it
be
has
lost.
gone
I'll
to a
be
stage
gone.
where sometimes I've meditated this like let's say 20 minutes, but towards the end I have to get out of that because the silence gets crazy. So the
Yeah,
brain's talking now, and it's so loud that I'm like, all right, back to game.
that's it. Yeah,
So I enjoy
that's
it.
right.
So you do not take a trade till 10 o'clock.
Yes, most of the time I don't. 9:45 is where I start looking at the market, like where I want to take trades. I don't log in till 9:45
Interesting. So
because I know if I see everything moving, I want to get in, I want to make money,
you
blah
make a
blah blah.
mistake.
But that used to be back in before April when I
And
was a gambler.
hey, bro, the man tell himself a gambler. Um, okay, that's interesting. Because the reason why I say that's interesting is because right at the market open, usually a lot of beginner traders they're like, oh my god, they have this little sweaty palms. Now they're like,
Urge.
oh my god, this
Yeah,
the butterfly feelings in their tummy, or they're nervous, they don't know what's happening. So you just you took that out of the system. You're like, you know what, I'm not logging into
that's
my
it.
broker.
Because I found out through journaling, that's where you find out. Like I was rushing it too much. I was like, I want to get in. I want to get in. I don't want to lose a trade. I don't want to do this. I want to do that. But it just practically it didn't make sense because I come home around 8:40. I mean 7:40. Then I can't be rushing things like that. That's how it started.
So trading in a way is the last thing that you do, and then you go to bed.
Yes, that's right.
I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. Fuck yeah. This is insane. All right. Tell me one thing, bro. So you do not trade right at the market open.
Yes.
What's your A plus setup look like?
So it's crazy because it has changed so much throughout the journey. It has changed so much, but since 3 months, that's when I started becoming profitable. It has been the ORB retest, first things first, above pre-market high or pre-market low. That's it. And if ATMA is there, then it works as a confluence.
So three things you're watching in a way.
Yes,
And if that is happening, but yesterday's high, yesterday low, you don't really watch it, but just these three things.
I don't really watch that. Yeah, I don't really watch that. For some reason, I don't because my backtesting says that it hasn't really been in my way.
Because look, and this is absolutely beautiful. Because the reason why I say this is I was talking to somebody yesterday, and their A plus setup was a little different to me. Your A plus setup is a little different to me and this person.
Right.
And you learned everything from me, how to trade.
That's
So
right.
this one thing that I
Yeah,
tell everybody, people are like, hey bro, why can't you just share your A plus trade, A plus setup with me? I'm like, I can give you my A plus setup,
it's
but
gonna
that's
be
not gonna be
different.
A plus for you. It's
Yeah,
for me. Okay, ORB retest, pre-market high, pre-market low, ATMA. So you have drawn levels in the pre-market, you look for trends, and you basically LTP, but on a 5 minute, or do you also, what time do you make the most amount of money? 5 minute or
five, 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
It has always been 5 minutes.
So, but when
The
we have
amount
to
of
switch
money I
the
lost
time,
the highest was 2 minutes. And that was one of the main reasons I stopped trading 2 minutes.
and that you got the numbers from your journaling.
Yes.
What tickers do you trade, bro?
All the ones that we usually
That's
same
it.
like yours.
Okay, so SPY, QQQs, SPX,
SPY,
Apple,
QQQ.
AMD,
I don't do Apple, Microsoft. I don't do it
Apple,
because
and Amazon
Bryce
lately has
will be
been
watching this and she's gonna know
every.
we're talking about
Bryce,
Microsoft.
hey, Bryce is getting upset already.
That's right. So yeah, that's stickers, but the most amount of money I've made is Meta. Also, I forgot to mention one point when I watch the volume, I also watch how it significantly hikes up. You
So
know, we just watch the volume when the candle finishes, but
yeah,
I also watch like at certain point or at certain critical level how it spiked up or how it stayed. That's what I watch as
yes,
well.
because that's interesting. That's interesting. So you want to see basically a little spike as soon as a critical level
Yes,
breaks. Otherwise, it can be a
exactly.
little okay.
Just so we know it's not a fake pump or
Yeah,
that's
for
all.
people who
That's
do not know
about it.
what spiking on the volume means, essentially, the little bar at the bottom on the left hand side, on the right hand side, there will be a number written on it. So when you're looking at the price action, you want to see essentially as soon as the price action breaks a critical level, the volume bar will have a number like 16.8 thousand shares. So you want to
Right.
see 16.8 go to 17.5 the moment critical level breaks. Essentially, you're just paying it. Oh my God, this actually is want to go in a direction. A lot of people are taking a bet on that. That's what it means. Um,
That's just an updated version of bids and ask, basically.
and you're trading the same names over and over again, how are your position sizes on different days and different setups? Do you have a different position size on different days or pretty much same?
Not necessarily, but I don't go heavy on Fridays. I know it's the best day to make money, but it's the best day to lose money as well. So
Yes.
as far as you are not comfortable doing that, I don't do it.
Yes. Okay, so when you say you do less position size, based off percentage, if we have to think, oh, because I know I don't think of percentage because you can't spend the percentage. I always think of money.
Exactly.
So on a normal day, let's say if I'm doing a 3,000 position size on a Friday, I'll start my trading first trade with a 2,000 position size. What does your first trade look like?
So my everyday first trade would be $2,000
Okay.
USD. That's my first position size, like first trade of the day. No matter what day it is, first trade of the day is going to be 2,000.
And if you lost
And on
money on that,
Fridays, like if I lose money on that, then it doesn't stay at 2,000. It goes straight to 1,500. I don't do hundreds or 200s. I go straight because I know I can be worse on the next trade. I
yes,
still have my bad habits somewhere. They
yes,
click in at any time.
yeah,
So I just rather be cautious. That's all.
yes.
So I go back down to 1,500, and then if the trade is working out, then I add more. That's how I do it.
Okay. And Fridays, you were saying?
Fridays, I start with 1,000.
Huh, I
And if the
like that.
trade is going with me, I double it. I double it.
So
So I
when you
go to
add to the
2,000.
trade, do you always wait for a new PC to set up? New PC
Yes,
channel to set up?
yes,
Okay. This, hey,
absolutely.
bro, I'm taking so many notes because I'm gonna fucking go through this stuff on the charts
Oh,
after you finish. Because hey, if this is stuff is working for you, I wanna add this as a revenue stream in my business. You see what I'm saying? Because I
absolutely.
look at trading very much like a business. For example,
Yeah,
if
it is
it's a
indeed.
it's a business, right? For example, if I own a cafe on this corner of the street, I own a cafe, and I'm selling A, B, C, D setups, and everything's going good. On the other side of the corner, other side of the street, there's another cafe, and they are selling D, G, E, F stuff, and that's the
Right.
best sellers. They're selling more than me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stock that DEGF in my stuff as well because that's another different setups that you have that can create
Exactly.
revenue. That's how
Exactly.
I look at trading. I'm like, okay, teach me your A plus, bro. Please teach me your A plus so I can add into my stuff. So it makes even
Yeah,
10,000 extra dollars a month. Hey, we talking 120,000.
definitely. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I learned from Hanson. That's what I learned from Rob Rams. That's what I learned from Branson. I see how they handle the situations, right? That's how you don't stop
100%.
learning. That's it.
100%. So you don't trade right at the market open. How long did it took you to figure out that you're the person who is not meant for scalping? Like you don't do quick scalps from what I hear. You are comfortable with adding to your positions and letting your runners run now. And
Yeah.
what changed to like how did you mentally were able to change yourself to because I'm pretty sure before that you would like, oh my god, I'm green, let me take some off. Oh, I'm red, let me wait and hope.
Exactly. Exactly. That's where it changed because I couldn't make up my mind when to get out and when not to get out.
Right.
So I would usually get out early and then the trade would move, or I would stay in the trade when it was moving, but I didn't take profits, and then it turned around on me, all that shit. And then I was like, no, this is not for me. This takes a lot of decision making. I can't be Nathaniel. I can't trade the choppy market
A
like he
hundred
does.
percent, 100%, 100%, bro.
That's
Now this is 100%, man, because everybody has their winning things. Where my brother is very good at scarps. Oh my god,
I
he
know
can jump
he's
in
very
out
good.
very good quick. I can't.
Yeah, by the time he calls it out, people will be
Yeah,
still jumping in, and he's out.
yeah.
He
Because
can't call like he
his
can't
trade.
call out
Sometimes
veteran.
I look at his journals. I'm like, bro, this shouldn't be working. What are you doing? This shouldn't be working. He's like, because his trades sometimes go for like 25 seconds. I'm like, bro, this shouldn't be working.
Right.
Because in my brain, I'm like, he'll jump in five contracts. 20 seconds later, he's taking four off. And I'm just like, that's $200 a
And you're
contract there.
like, ah,
What the? Right. Because the moment
right.
he enters, it moves. I can't do that. So I know I can't do that, and I don't even try.
Likewise, I've
Yeah,
done that.
I don't
I'll
chase
be
the shiny
guilty.
object syndrome.
I'm guilty. I've tried that with we a few times with on Netflix, I think it was. Oh, and I got smacked. Nice. I got smacked 9. I'm like, no, this is not for me. This is not for me.
100%.
I
Okay,
remember.
tell me, bro. How do you journal your trades? You said you journal your trades. What are the questions that you ask yourself when you if you journal your trades?
So first things first, I ask, why did I enter? Then I say, why did I exit? And it's funny that Rob Rams said that how he feels on that trade. He added that. That's the same question I have that I've added.
Okay.
So it will be, why did I enter? Why did I exit?
Yeah,
And yeah, what can I do better next time?
this is interesting.
And also, like on, you know how it says the trade review? That's where I write my biggest strength and biggest weakness of
Right.
the day. Of the day.
Okay. So the day review, and you're using TradeZilla. So
Yes.
for people who are not using TradeZilla, guys, look, I'm not getting paid to say this. TradeZilla, it's just a very beautiful software Umar came out with, and it's
Yeah,
just,
it's pretty clean.
it does the job. It does everything. Again, a cow doesn't give milk. You gotta take the milk. So any
That's it.
piece of software that you use ain't gonna make you profitable. You need to know how to use that bitch. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
And if you know that, hey, you'll be all right, bro. How did you bounce back? Because so many people are stuck in their rut. They're not able to bounce back from those losses. They keep overthinking. They're like, oh, I need to make my money back, and they go into the market as a fight mode rather than I need to win this mode. Or because they, how did you, how were you able to bounce back from that feeling of like you're in a slump?
It's crazy because the thing is, when we are down, we don't realize that small efforts can lead you to a bigger profitable day. But instead, we try and do something where we can get rich quick. That's what used to fuck me up because I used to take trades that can make me rich. I'll always be thinking like, okay, this is gonna work for me. This is gonna work for me. But trade market knows when you're down, it will pull you down even more. That's
Yeah,
how it
it
works. And
just
you have
knows.
told this many times. You have
Yeah.
told this many times. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. So I read something back then and it said slow motion is better than no motion.
Bro, okay. So when you say small efforts, essentially, if somebody's going through that old Mihir who was going through in April or month of April or month of March,
Right?
where you were going through the toughest fucking feelings, toughest hours of the day, and you work night shifts, so it's pretty quiet at
Yes.
night, so you have all your brain to yourself. If somebody else is in that spot, what is your advice to that person? When you say small efforts, what's the first thing that he should do to try to get out of this?
The first thing you should do is get stable. First of all, you need mental peace to get back in the zone.
How does somebody do that?
Start accumulating money before you can fund your account. It's not like this is gonna be your last $2,000 and you're gonna put that $2,000 and then you are like, okay, this is the last. If you know that's your last money, you shouldn't be risking it all. You should first make a backup for it, and then like if you have $4,000 out of that, you put $2,000 into the account, and that's what you trade with. So that way you're ready to lose what you have,
Yes.
and not that this is my last money. I have to cover all my bills. I have to cover everything, and it just goes wrong. 99% of the time, it goes wrong.
100% of the time it goes wrong. And when you say accumulate some money, essentially talking about like work extra hard, do long hours at
Yeah, work
work.
extra hard, get some more hours, get some more hours. Start finding what your mistakes are from journaling. Go through your journals, do brain dump more. You will find out your mistakes. That's how it is. That's all I did. I didn't do anything special. That's all I did. I went through my journals every single day. And yes, I'm missing the best part, back testing. I've
Yes.
done so much back testing, so much.
And did you always do that, or when did you actually started? So I'm assuming that you started doing everything the way you were meant to do. That speak in my KCU in May,
Feb.
in
I started
February,
doing it in Feb, and those results started coming in April.
right? Because money is a lagging indicator. Money is the
Yes, it
last thing
is.
that comes.
Yes, it is.
Feb, March,
Definitely.
April. So 3 months. Bro, same interview that I had yesterday. 3 months of doing everything, and the month four they were green.
I was actually started green in third month. Yeah, I started becoming green in third month. But February is where it all started.
This is so nice. This is so nice, bro. What does your family think of? And have you told your wife that you made 84,000?
She doesn't know yet.
Doesn't
She's
know.
gonna find out. She's gonna find out from this video when it gets uploaded.
So how do you? Did she not ask you like how's your trading? How's your trading day?
No, she asks me. She knows from my facial expressions if he had a good day or a bad day because that's how wives are, right? They
Right.
find out. But till date, I've always been taking her on a dinner date or something like that on a good day. I've never said this money came out of trading. Never said anything so far.
So
I'm
you,
still,
hey,
I've still have moves to make.
when your wife is gonna watch this interview, because I'm pretty sure she's gonna watch this interview, what's your message to her? Do you want to thank her for all the support and everything? Was she there for
Absolutely,
with you the whole time?
absolutely. She's believed in me all the time, man. I
So even
remember.
when you were losing money, she was like, "Baby, you got this."
Yes, definitely. So it's very, very crazy. She hasn't got a permanent job since over a year now, and it's been a pretty hectic journey. It's been a pretty tough journey. I only we know how we managed everything. Only we know that. Just
Right,
one pay, we have to do the car bills, we have to take care of the credit card, rent, blah blah blah, all that kind of shit.
right.
But
And look at you now, bro. You
yeah,
worked out all
man.
right.
But my mother has been the biggest supporter throughout the journey as well. It's
Hey,
crazy.
there
She
you
has
go, bro.
been the backbone, man. I get my strength when I see her. Like, this is what I'm, this is the person I'm doing something for. Why should I step back, right?
100%.
That's it. That's it.
Bro, nah, fuck yeah, I love this shit so much, man. So if somebody's sitting there, bro, with a small trading account, and thinking it's just not possible, I'm losing money because of small account. Do you think it's personally like you have done it? So clearly everybody can do it. What advice do you have for them? Is it because it's not position size? People are like, oh, what's your position size on a small? I'm like, it's not about position size. It's about letting your runners run. But I want to
Yes.
hear from you because you just recently did it.
Right. First things first, stop checking the gains channel. That's the first things first I will tell people because we as humans, we get FOMO. Even if we say we are not gonna get FOMO
Yeah, because
when it
in the
comes to the,
chat, people making like 10,000,
yeah,
$15,000 a day. It's insane. But when you look at like,
exactly,
bro, that's not even my total net worth. And somebody made in a day.
exactly.
Of course, you feel like a little bit crappy
But yeah, but people don't realize someone has worked so hard for it,
because they have
so
gone
hard
through
for it.
all
You
the
can
pain that you're going through right now.
exactly, exactly, and you just basically just don't check gains channel and just stay focused on your efforts for a month. Just do this for a month, and you will start finding the results for yourself.
And just
That's
pretty
all.
much do everything I say in the modules.
Yeah, and oh
Seriously.
yeah, absolutely. Watch 16 modules first. That's the best advice I can give you. Not even till 12 or 6, go till 16. And that's when you start things click differently after that.
This is so nice. This is so nice, bro. I got a last question for you.
Yes.
Got a last question for you, which is you had to fund your account again after you started with this 2323 account, Canadian. So you've had to fund that account again and you had to borrow their money. So
Yes.
that was like your darkest period ever because us as because here's the thing, bro. Anybody who makes money in trading, everybody on this call right now, everybody who's listening to this right now, you could understand people who make it in trading or people who even think about they're gonna make it in trading. In some way, shape, or form, you're an alpha. All right, alpha
Yes.
means you want to run the fucking any room that you go to, you want to own their room. So when you're looking at other people's gains, and you know what happens, your brain's like, oh, there's a bigger alpha in the room. You automatically your brain goes in a competition mode. You're like, you know what, I'm gonna
Yeah.
compete. So and that's the psychology that happens behind this. So by being an alpha, somebody asks you what's going on, you can't be a victim. It just doesn't happen. So what do you do? Because you don't being a victim means you're blaming yourself. It means you're taking
Correct.
accountability.
Right.
and which is super important to become a trader. So you have to be alpha, but you have to take the accountabilities. People start blaming me, bro. They blew up their account. They'll be like,
That's
Samesh,
that's
because of
something.
you.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, what I
Yeah,
do?
I know. Taking accountability is the best thing you can do because that's when you realize your mistakes. Otherwise, you are just blaming somebody for your mistakes. That's all.
Yeah, 100%. So now I really want to go back to this fucking conversation, bro. Being an alpha, knowing that you're running the room and you have to put your hand out to somebody to ask for money. What's the story behind this? What the fuck happened? And what changed
Oh,
in you mentally where you're like, I'm never gonna go through this phase ever again? What
it was
happened?
tough, man. It was tough. It was very tough. Like, I had to reach out to a few friends of mine to ask for money because it was crazy. It was crazy. And only a couple of them, one of them said, I don't have it. At least he said. Some people don't even reply, which is very rude. And then they come sit with you, have a beer. That's the same person. I mean, how is it even possible, right? In this era, if you don't see the message, that's just not possible. It pops up on your phone and you check it first thing,
Yes.
right? So you deliberately didn't reply. I mean, that's a long story, but I shouldn't include it here. But yeah, that's about it, man. But one of the friend who helped me out, instead he said, I'm sorry that I can't give you more. And that one thing changed. I'm like, people are there to help me, but I always focus on the people who are not ready to help me. So it's me who is at fault. I should be looking at the better picture, not the one that's behind me. That's it. And that's something that has changed everything. Everything.
So you borrowed $500
Yeah. It was
to
actually he gave me 2000.
they gave you two
He actually
thousand.
gave me 2000 USD. Someday he's gonna come to this video, he's gonna find this video with the algorithm, and I wanna say thank you to him, really from the bottom of my heart, because he doesn't know that this changed my life, man. This changed my life.
That's it, bro. 100%. Everybody who fed me when I was down, I still have them in
You look
my
after them.
yeah, I still have them in
Yeah,
my very close circle. If I get an opportunity where I know this is good, they're the first people that find out. For example, I had
that's how it should be.
another friend of mine, um, very close, not a trader, but I had an opportunity, knocked on my door. It was like more we looked into it, more look good. I gave him a call. I'm like, how much money do you have saved up? He's like, oh, what? He's like, why? I'm like, tell me, how much money do you have saved up? He's like, about 30K. All right. I'm like, how about you send me your 30K? He's like, what? What? But they know that I'm good with money and stuff. They know like how my life is and how everything is, or that I'm
Right.
making good money. He goes like, what? Sorry. I'm like, send me the 30K. I promise you'll do good. And anyway, he's like, can I see you first before I send you? He's like, I just want to make sure there's not some AI. I'm like, yeah, bro,
It's the
sure.
real.
He's like, I want to make
It's
sure
the
there's
real
not
summation.
AI. But
No,
we set
that's
up a
good.
separate company for this guy. Special purpose vehicle. We set up a different company. We made him a director, and pretty much 30,000 went in. Then I added a little bit of my money as a loan in that company. Anyway, so we had like total 100,000 sitting in there, and I just did a payout or we just got a payout from the thing that we invested in. It was a software tech launch before IPO that we were. Again, I don't know if I'm able to put this on the thing. Anyway, his 100K turned into 300K. I took 70K out. His 30K turned to 230K.
Oh shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Good. Crazy.
It went
Yeah.
three again. The money total went 3x within 3 months, and we were telling him like, bro, I appreciate you everything that you did for me. This dude used to go out of his way. His work used to start at 4:30 in the morning. My work started at 4, and my work was on the other side of the. Say, he'll wake up
This is the
early.
guy. You were walking. You were walking. You put a snap, and he
He
came.
woke up early for months to pick me up, drop me off to work, and then going home, getting changed, and then going to work, and never asked for
That's
anything.
crazy. That
And
shit's rare.
right,
You don't get
and
friends like that.
and we got payout from the company. Anyway, put in his account. I made decent change as well. And the moment I'm like, hey, check your bank account. He's like, what? I'm like, check your bank account. There'll be money hitting today. And he's like, how much? I'm like, don't worry, check your account. And he FaceTiming me, crying. That was the best thing ever.
Wow,
I'm like, I
that
told you,
feeling,
bro. I told you took a bet on me. I'm gonna take a bet on you. Don't worry.
feeling is crazy. That's what I'm working for, man. I
That's it,
want to
bro.
keep my people happy. I want to keep my people happy. That's about it.
Because opportunities gonna, as you keep leveling up, bro, there's gonna be more and more and more and more and more and more opportunities. Um, they just keep knocking at your doors. You look left,
That's
there's
it.
the opportunity. Every day, probably about 10 people ask me to invest in some bullshit. I was like, whatever. But there's some that goes through really well. There's some that are really good. Like my EA
Yes,
goes through everything. There's some like one or two every 6 months is really good. Which we think
that's
really good. Every year there's like one which fucking 10 times. It's good. You see what I'm saying? It just goes up for everything. But bro,
absolutely.
I have a last question for you and then we call it. Somebody sitting on the sidelines, another Mihir sitting on the sidelines who was super skeptical in September 2024 and has gone through so many losses, has gone through so much bullshit, and doesn't know if this is another fucking scam or not. Especially how online everything works. And you've been with me
Oh
since
yeah.
long, long time, bro. And we have had a lot of fun in the chair. We have like spoke a lot. What would you tell your younger Mihir who's sitting there thinking, fucking, the whole world's a scam right now?
The more you look, the more you are gonna think you're gonna get scammed. But where you think it's all right, just take a bet for yourself. You never know what you're afraid of is gonna make you rich. You have to take your chances. That's it. You have to take your chances.
So what's the worst thing that can happen?
The worst thing that can happen is your stop loss gets triggered and you lose the money you invested, right? That's
Right.
it. That's the worst that can happen. What else?
Exactly. And I tell people this all the time as well, bro. I'm like, if it's not gonna be you who gonna believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you?
Exactly, exactly. And nobody's telling you to pay them right away.
Yeah.
You can always find out, do your own research, do your own due diligence before you do anything. But when it comes to, as you say, execute with bold, execute bold decisions or something, I
Yes.
forget the
It's
actual
a
line, but you say,
yes. Plan when you're planning, make sure you take as long as you want. But when you start executing, you be bold as fuck.
that's it. Be bold as fuck.
That's it. Hey, what's the worst thing that can happen, bro? I appreciate you, man. This is gonna change your life. Now this is gonna change your life because the reason why I say this is gonna change your life. The reason why I say this interview is gonna change your life as well. Not a lot of other people, but your life, because this marks as a milestone. Your next
Yeah,
higher, because your next higher high and higher lows. This is how life works. You're gonna have a next
yeah,
rock bottom, but the next rock bottom is gonna be like, bro, it's gonna be way better than the last rock bottom, right?
it's
And I promise you, you're gonna come and watch this interview like, fuck yeah, man. Hey, those were the
what does that
times.
mean?
Yeah, you're gonna come back and watch this interview again. Then I'm gonna post on YouTube. You're gonna be like, bro, let's go. I'm excited for the next chapter because this marks as a
That's
chapter,
right.
bro.
That's right. Now it's time we step back up.
And now it's time to get you out of the fucking job.
That's right. That's one of the. I hope my HR doesn't see this. I know there's one thing I would say. You can either rule the jungle or be in the zoo. The choice is all yours.
That's
You
it.
have to take steps.
Hey, fucking be the alpha that you meant to be. Control the fucking
That's it.
energy. Fuck.
That's right, Somesh. That's amazing. No, I'm glad. I'm very grateful. You gave me the payment plan when I was down. I'll remember that, man.
Bro,
I'll remember
remember what
that.
I told you? Bro, trust me, I got you. We'll be laughing when we
Trust.
come back at this
There are
conversation.
not many. There are people don't realize there are not many who say this in this world.
Right? Do you remember I sent you
You
the
just
I
need
sent you a
one
video and I
spark.
was like, bro, I'm gonna take a bet on you. Do you wanna take a bet on yourself? Let's do this.
Yes, that's it. That's it. And here we are,
Here we are.
winning together.
Fuck yeah, man. Hey, changed everything changed because you went from a $2,300 account that was, let's say, mostly borrowed, to now $84,000 in like 12 weeks or 16 weeks. It doesn't.
That's right.
It's like the bamboo. Fucking digs years and years underground and then shoots up fucking 90 feet in 6 weeks.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's it.
Let's get it, bro. I'm fucking so happy for you, brother.
I'm happy for myself because I found you.
Hey, I'm
That's
happy
it,
for you,
man.
bro. It's only
Otherwise,
up
I
from
couldn't
here.
have taken that bet on myself and I'll be working for someone.
That's it.
I don't know
Hey,
for how long.
fuck them all, bro. Anybody who didn't support us, hey, they didn't believe in us, but God did.
Exactly. Exactly. I always believe in this one thing: when it doesn't go according to your plan, be grateful because it's going according to God's plan. That's it.
Bro, I like that one. I'm gonna use that one later. But yeah, bro. You know what we're gonna do now? We're gonna stop the recording and then we have a chat. But anyway, guys, if you guys wanna make money, you wanna fucking learn how to do this on your own, you wanna be next Mihir Story. Hey, here's the thing. I'm the fucking guy. I can help you if you're willing to help yourself. So check out the first link in the description and let's fucking quit the excuses and let's start putting in time together. I got you.